I'm in a race against time. Acceptable.
He hasn't even smelt me yet.
That's the funny part. I could talk and he wouldn't even have any idea that I'm here. That's the funny part. I'm maybe like 15 feet away and he doesn't know I'm here. Hello, you little stinker. Hello, you little stinker. Hi. Yeah, what am I doing in the forest, in the dark almost? What's going on? Clyde? Clyde? Oh, you're just a crazy dog. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, come on. Let's go. Come on. I hate goodbyes. This is the last day that I can possibly mill any wood. It has been snowing. It's going to snow. Today is the last day of no precipitation and I need to winterize the mill, but I kind of really want to mill one more thing just because. We put this on the mill. This is a like a butt end of that lodgepole pine with the beetle kill. I want to mill this into just live edge slabs, like 2.5 inch or 3 inch thick slabs, just to see what it looks like. Could be kind of a cool table, or I could sell it, whatever. It was either that or it's just gonna sit and be firewood or rot away. The problem is that it's not quite long enough and it's barely sitting on like maybe 1/4 inch there and barely sitting on here. It's millable. I need to make a jig or something. I need to make something so that it will stay on there. And that's going to take a little bit of time, probably too much time for me to fiddle around with today. So I'm going to get this off and I'm going to put something else on. There was that cedar tree that smashed down on my shed. It's a cedar tree that's dead and they have this black exterior on them and I had no idea what that was. It looked like they were burnt, to be honest. And then Steve told me it was a fungus that grows on them. So that's the type of tree that fell on the shed. But I thought it would look kind of cool, milled, live edge. Oh, knew that would happen. on my last blade. That's brand new. I have no other blades that are ready to go. I have a whole stack that need to be sharpened. So I'm going to try and up my ante with my sharpening over the winter. I don't know, this could be a waste of time, but we'll see. And I was thinking, I was like, there's a fungus on the outside of that tree. I wonder if that's okay for me to be breathing in. I don't wear a mask when I mill. I'm gonna die! Okay, I've got the stump on this piece of cedar. So I have this piece of wood so that it has something to put pressure against. So there's something to put pressure against, against these things. And then I've got the log dog on there. So it's pretty stable. If I have to cut through this as I'm cutting, that's fine. It's no big deal. You know, I might just get a few passes, but we'll see how it goes. I'm determined to get one more slice. The problem I'm having now is that anytime I clamp it, whether it be up here or even down lower, it's lifting it up slightly. See, it pushes it up. I've tried putting it at different points and it still does that. What I probably should do at this point is flip it over and put this side down. I'm running out of time. I could put some screws in. I don't think I have long enough screws though to hold this to the board. Hang on. This is only gonna work until the end, but I put a large clamp, clamping this down to here, and then I clamped this. It still moves it, but not as much. Let me just... Okay, that actually was pretty good. Of course, when I get to here, I'll have to take that clamp off, but... I've got this blade back on that I just quickly sharpened like how I usually do. And it was supposed to snow today. It turns out it's gonna snow in the evening once it's dark. And although I sort of winterized the mill yesterday in terms of the fact that I just drained the carburetor and was planning on throwing the tarp over it today and not touching it again, I'm gonna try to mill a little bit more just because I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing over the winter, what things I might be able to do. So I feel like if I just have more wood on hand, then I've got more opportunity to do different things depending on the amount of snow around here and as well at the lake. So it was yesterday, I had the last blade on the mill that I had sharp and that was brand new, like the last brand new blade. All the other blades that I have are all gummed up with that larch tree that I was milling for the cabin stuff, which yeah, I had not very good luck milling that larch, like the tamarack. It was so, it was like flour and water. It created this thick paste on the blade, no matter how much lubricant I was applying. And it was really frustrating. So I ended up going through a couple of blades that just even through one pass through the log, it was like gummed up. So I've got a bunch of gummed up blades. The one I had on yesterday was the last one that I had going, and it's the only, I have no more sharp blades left. I have no more new blades left. And I think that one of the things that I didn't really touch on much, or maybe I didn't clarify in the video that I made about sharpening my own bandsaw blades, is that I know it's not the correct way to sharpen a bandsaw blade. I know that an automatic sharpener does it completely differently and goes in the gullet and doesn't touch the face of the tooth. I can't achieve that doing it my way, but here I am. Yesterday I had no blade because it was dull as anything trying to cut through this pine. And I have it sharper than it was yesterday. So now I'm able to at least do something. So it's, the point of it is that it's for no cost to me. It was just with the bench grinder that was here at the house, like that's Steve's grinder. Without me paying anything, I'm able to get something out of the blades again for free. And I think that was the point of it. Maybe I didn't really make that very clear. I'm entertaining getting a sharpener, an automatic sharpener, and a tooth setter. I'm not thrilled about what it costs. I think it's just because I have so much milling in the future that I want to do, like this next year. Like I want to get the cabin done. We have another cabin we want to build, and I have people that have asked me, some friends that have asked me to mill some things. So I just think that I'm not going to be able to keep up to doing it manually. I mean, I guess I could keep buying blades, but it just might be worth an investment for me at this point to get a sharpener and a tooth setter. We'll see. Maybe I'll think about that over the winter. I'm going to take this pine off, this little chunk of pine, just because I have enough, like I have like 4 slabs of it. It's dulling up the blade. It's not really something I'm going to be using over the winter. I'm going to put, I think, some more cedar on there and some of that cedar that fell on my shed for siding for something, I think. So let's get to it. I also think I'm going to have to bring the little excavator down here to take this up. This is going to be a 6-foot length. The other ones were 4 feet. And I just pushed them up, and then the second one I carried it up 6 feet, and this is also the getting thicker on the tree. So I think I'm going to actually need to bring it up with the little machine. I'm definitely getting a little bit, I've hardly even used that excavator. Kind of scares me, to be honest. But I'm getting better each time I use it, so it's good. Welcome to the season of snotty noses. Out of fuel. So I'm gonna go get some fuel up at the house and we'll go see what Steve's doing. I wonder what Steve is doing. Yeah, I got it. I will. Cheers. I am standing in front of the home of the couple claiming to be avid anti-fencers. Now, as you can see behind me here, they have a fence in their yard. Now, I don't know about you, but I am certainly not feeling safe in this neighborhood. I am Foxy Roxy of LMNOP QRST News, speaking on behalf of the Anti-Liars Association of British Columbia, helping to keep you and yours safe in your home. Michigas, back to you.
We treat all our prisoners with care. I don't like this. So.
Oh, pretty loosey-goosey.
Well, it's like the, what do you mean?
Well, we were supposed to be anti-fencers.
Yeah, but this right here, you can just put them out the key, open up the gate and go.
Our anti-fencing rule isn't working. Hi, Hannah. Except Hannah doesn't need to be fenced, do you, Hannah? Just a hound dogs. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. We're fencing. Steve is fencing a little area because we can't even let them out for a pee and they're running away all the time. All the time, Hannah. All the time. We just can't contain them. I got diesel because the machine needs diesel too, and it's full. One of the things in getting this machine was that Steve said it was for me, even though it's for us, but he was like, well, it's your machine, you need to learn how to, oops, my tea, darn, half my tea spilled. Is that he said that I would need to learn how to do the maintenance on it. And one of the things that I know now is that to leave a diesel engine over the winter time, you need to leave it full of fuel. So I'm going to fill it up. I'm going to stop here because there's a big crack that runs all the way through this, what's left. So every board I mill will just cut, break in half. So I'm just going to leave this as a slab. Maybe I'll do something with it. I don't know. I really like the really like foresty look of the outside of it. I think it just looks so cool. So maybe I'll just turn it into, I don't know, a bench or a plant holder or something. I don't know. We'll see. Here's the wood. Here is the last ditch effort on the mill. I've got a bunch of this cedar kind of in 3/4 inch cuts. I have 4 slabs of the lodgepole pine. Some of it turned out pretty decent and some of it kind of has the crack, so it's a little bit fragile, but I don't know. I like it. I think it looks really cool. It's got a darker tone to the wood than other cedar does. Like, you see that? So my plans for this, I don't really know. I sort of have a tentative plan. Weather depending, who knows? We'll see how things go for this lot of wood. The pine slabs, I don't exactly really know what I'm going to do with. That one's probably got the most amount of staining throughout. These ones are wider. I think they're a little less than 2.5 inches. That one. This one. Oh yeah, and this little guy. This was the first one. All right. I do, however, have a plan for one of these thicker slabs of this cedar. It's kind of a fun one.
Good cat. Very good cat.